Today I fucked up by getting my boss high. This actually happened last week, but I still haven't talked about it with anyone, not even the main character on this story, you guessed it, my boss. So, to give you a little bit of background, I've worked in an office for the past 6 months. Kind of a receptionist to be fair. But I actually love it there. The people are great, there's a really comfortable atmosphere, the boss is young and really close to us. There's only one minor problem. Every day I put my stuff in my locker and proceed to leave my food and some other things, like my tobacco, in the employees' break room. I smoke hand-rolled cigarettes, so I leave my filters, tobacco and paper in a tiny compartment with my name. Recently I began to notice that I ran out of tobacco faster than ever. I began to try measuring the amount I had every time I left and came back. One day I even went all day without smoking to confirm that someone was stealing from me. I told my co-workers that if someone wanted tobacco he or she only had to ask. There was no need for going through my stuff and stealing it. To my surprise, all of them, 4, said they didn't do it. Obviously I thought someone was lying. I thought about it, and I came up with what now I see as a terrible idea. I bought a bit of weed, mixed it up with the tobacco and left it in my place. Now I see how stupid and crazy the idea was. Anyway, somehow the stealing happened again. So I went around the office waiting for someone to show up with red eyes or something. My surprise and terror arrived when I saw my boss coming out of his office with his eyes half closed and red as a tomato. So, I found my thief. Hooray. God, I hope I don't get fired. Doctor, someone was stealing my tobacco, so I hid a bit of weed in it for the thief to smoke it, only to find out it was my boss. Just curious, why did you decide to leave your tobacco in the break room where everyone has access to it when it could have been kept in the privacy of your locker? Obviously theft is not okay and you should be able to trust the people not to take your things, but in the past when I've worked in an office, if I leave anything on the break room table, it's up for grabs to share. Genuinely curious, thanks. I leave my filters, tobacco and paper in a tiny compartment with my name. If I leave anything on the break room table, it's up for grabs to share. Just gonna leave this here and let you make the connection yourself. That's got to be some shitty ass weed to be mistaken for tobacco or just a made up BS story. To be fair, in the break room. This is brilliant. It might be painful for you, but I'm glad that this story actually happened. I doubt he's going to mention it, he hasn't exactly come off well here. Having said that, it's probably worth you start looking for a backup job now. Weed and tobacco are different colors. There's no way anyone would fail to notice a bunch of green bits mixed in with the tobacco while rolling a cigarette. Either the boss knew what he was smoking, or this story is made up. Not just the color. The smell and taste are completely different as well. Indeed, no way they wouldn't have noticed before getting stoned off their ass. Today I fucked up by trying to fix my W key and locking mywelf out of my computer in the proceww. Actually happened today, and luckily I've been able to find a way around my mistake since then. Well, my W key had been broken for a while, resulting in me not being able to play game. When I vovduperate to join my friend on one thing today, I got the great idea to switch my key under W to W wing a program. The program did warn me to UE it at my own risk, but I thought what the world that could happen, right? Well, I rebooted my laptop in order to apply the change the program made. Me finding out that I can't enter my password or answer my security action without the key I'm wing now. I didn't have re-wet either. Whoa, I thought I might have to re-wet my whole laptop. Luckily, my boyfriend came up with the great idea to UE a virtual keyboard, which apparently you can acquire before logging in. I tried using a UWB keyboard prior to that and booting my laptop up in wave mode, but it didn't work. Now I have full acquire on my laptop again, but look like a furry trying to type sentence Doctor, dumb or me which the W and W key, making it impossible to enter my laptop password. Edit, wins a lot of people are doubting the legitimacy of Thupout and are weighing there are plot hole. One way the key under WI wall were really important for playing game and while I wanted to play VR chat and you can't change keybind with it, I checked beforehand, and the only other key I could comfortably reach while all were wing A and D, and I figured I could deal with not being able to walk backward. 1 always wait to read out in wave mode and download the application before it take you effect, but like I wait, I tried TIFU and it didn't work. In core anyone you wondering what program I used, ITW called warp key. To open the virtual keyboard while in Windows and give you back your S key, you can press the Windows key plus Ctrl plus O. What if you remapped the O key? Is op joking? There I were powerability. All I can think of while reading this is the clergyman in The Princess Bride. Mortgage. Mortgage is what brings us together today. Mortgage. That West arrangement, that weem wife in a dweem. I also have a viewy good friend in Rome named Biggest Dickus. I have reasons to think that the password was password. Do you mean poor word? Today I fucked up by attempting to change my 1-year-old daughter before getting dressed myself this morning. Too long didn't read, I sleep naked and my daughter feels the need to grab everything. So she grabbed my penis during my morning wood time. Okay guys, so my wife works early in the morning, so when she gets up and gets dressed for work she just brings our daughter to me to get ready and take to daycare. Here's where the fuck up comes in. I sleep naked. You already know where this is going probably. So I'm getting her dressed for daycare and my blanket falls off of my crotch and I have full-blown morning wood going on. My daughter has gotten to the curious phase, so she feels the need to grab and explore everything. My penis was no exception. She reaches out with toddler lightning fast speed and grabs a hold of my penis and holds on for dear life. Before I could stop it, I screamed "Unhand me woman," and quickly jumped up to put on some boxers to keep it from happening again. Now my wife looks at me funny when I wear clothes to bed. Hopefully people aren't judging you. My daughter was grabby even when people had clothes on, and then she would just start straight up headbutting people in the crotch. I guess she thought the reaction was funny. Thoughtful face. When I was a toddler I used to kick my dad in the crotch, partially because it was funny but also because I was fascinated by his reaction. Turns out that reaction was pain and it was quite real. I didn't really get that till I was 7 lol. I learned very early how not to hold a hungry newborn. My 2-week-old nephew tried to latch onto my boob through my shirt and bra, with great accuracy. He zeroed in on the nipple. Well hell, he should be teaching the other babies how it's done. My son didn't do well at all, but he's tongue-tied. Had to buy special bottle nipples and then he could eat. But my poor nipples were dead. Next time I'm getting any tongue-tied baby's tongue clipped right then. I really hate outdated pediatricians. Can relate. My 3-year-old son got some play shark for his birthday. A shark that you can use to grab playfish. Guess what happened in the shower earlier? He took it and snapped my dongus. At least he thought it was fun. Subtle hint he doesn't want younger siblings. Unhand me woman. Brilliant response to the situation. Reminds me of a story of when I was a toddler. I was in the bathroom with my dad and he peed, standing up. I was interested in what was happening, approached him and grabbed his penis mid-piss. He told me to stop and I did. The problem was that it was my first week of daycare. So my dad came to get me in the afternoon and my teachers asked him to speak in private. Apparently I told everyone that I touched my dad's penis that morning. He, a first-time dad, was horribly embarrassed but managed to explain the situation.